He was not a good president and never was.
I would stop drugs and criminality in 3 to 6 months.
Tyranny thrives on silence, but freedom is kept alive by those willing to speak and act, just like me. Oh, hey there. John Locke, right? I'm Wilza. I'm sorry I was a bit late since I'm coming from Katipunan back. And did you get me coffee? Oh, you didn't. I forgot how much you value nga pala individual freedom. So you want me to choose mine? Okay, so I think I'll just get an iced latte. So, you are the father of liberalism. I've heard your theory about natural rights. You argue that individuals have natural rights, like life, property, and liberty, which are inherent and cannot be taken away by any authority. And did you know here that in the Philippines, the 1987 Constitution Article 3, the Bill of Rights, Section 1 states that no person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Oh, you're glad to hear this? I doubt you'll be happy to hear more of this in the Philippines. Do you still want to know more? Well, you gotta embrace yourself. John Locke. Would you be disappointed if I tell you that natural rights aren't always naturally respected? Well, to tell you the truth, that's the harsh reality here in the Philippines. I saw that frown on your face. Let me talk about extrajudicial killings, or EJK. Such a critical or controversial topic, especially now that former President Rodrigo Duterte was sent to the International Criminal Court to be tried for his unlawful war on drugs. And I knew you would be mad, like real mad, like you are right now. To give you context, EJK was Duterte's war on drugs campaign during his term way back 2016 to 2022. It was the unlawful and unmerciful killings of just alleged and suspected drug offenders without due process of law, which is a complete juxtaposition of your natural right theory. Many innocent Filipinos, even just minors and college students like me, have died in the hands of the state forces which were ordered to shoot to kill by the president himself. Like you argued, our natural rights as citizens are what the government is supposed to protect. But who are we left to trust when the very government meant to uphold the law and justice are the ones perpetuating such human rights violations? And like you also said, if the government becomes oppressive, we have the full right as citizens to fight back against the government. A right to revolution. Now, what do you think about Filipinos starting to hold our leaders accountable? You're proud? I knew you would be proud. And I'm just thankful that most Filipinos, even not all, are starting to open their eyes about Duterte's cruelty. He was not a good president and never was. You must have been really disappointed to hear this truth, John Locke. But in spite of this, I'd like to take this coffee date as my opportunity to recognize your significant contribution to political philosophy, specifically how your ideas on natural rights shape modern democratic principles. Thank you for always fighting for individual freedom, consent of the governed, and protection of people's rights. Without your natural rights theory, I don't even know if I have the individual freedom to sit here with you and talk about how I condemn this government. After all, a government that rules through fear rather than justice is doomed to collapse. It is not a matter of if, but when. So, you're heading back to the UK now? It was a fun and meaningful coffee date for me. Until we meet again.